The story begins in the quiet stillness of midday. Abraham, now an elderly patriarch, sits at the entrance of his tent near the great trees of Mamre. Three figures appear, standing before Abraham. Their presence is mysterious, yet commanding. Without hesitation, Abraham rises and runs to meet them. Though he is a man of great age and honor, he bows low to the ground, showing humility and reverence.
If I have found favor in your eyes, my lords, please come and rest in the shade of my tent. Let water be brought for your feet.
Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah and asked her to quickly knead 3 measures of fine flour and bake bread.
Sarah, hurry! We have guests! Get the finest flour and bake bread now!
The flour is the finest, the kind reserved for honored guests. The kneading, the shaping, the baking, it all happens in haste, yet with reverence. Abraham then runs to his herd, choosing a tender calf, the best he has, and entrusts it to a servant to prepare. His hospitality is not half-hearted, but lavish, urgent, and deeply respectful. He doesn't know yet that these visitors carry divine promises, but his instinct to serve generously opens the door to revelation.
Please, my lords, eat the meal I have set before you. We are grateful for your kindness.
Soon, under the shade of the tree, Abraham set the feast before them, standing nearby like a humble servant, attentive to their needs. As they ate, one of the visitors spoke words that pierced the silence.
Where is Sarah, your wife? She is in the tent. I will surely return to you when the season comes round again, and your wife Sarah will have a son.
Inside the tent, Sarah listened. She laughed quietly to herself, thinking, "After I am worn out and my Lord is old, will I now have this pleasure?" But God heard her laugh and said,
Why did you laugh, Sarah? Is anything too hard for the Lord?
No, my lord, I did not laugh. It is impossible.
This moment was more than a promise. It was a test of faith. In the midst of ordinary hospitality, God revealed extraordinary plans. Life would spring forth from Sarah's barrenness, and his covenant would continue through the child of promise. As the visitors rose to leave, the Lord revealed his plan. The cries against Sodom and Gomorrah were great, and their sin was grievous. Abraham, standing before the Lord, felt the weight of compassion he dared to speak, humbly yet boldly.
I who am but dust and ashes have dared to speak. Will you spare the city if 50 can be found there? I will spare it for the sake of the 50 righteous.
Encouraged, Abraham pressed further. What if the number is 45 or 40? Each time, the Lord agreed. Abraham continued, his voice trembling with reverence. What if 30 are found there, or 20? Again, the Lord promised mercy. Finally, Abraham asked,
For the sake of 10, Lord. Surely you will not destroy the righteous with the wicked. I beg you.
And the Lord replied, For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it. The dialogue ended. Abraham stood in awe, knowing he had spoken with the judge of all the earth, who is both just and merciful. The Lord departed, and Abraham returned to his place, carrying the burden of intercession in his heart.